All right, well, peace. Just want to come back with another video, man. Hopefully, first and foremost, the Most High Yahweh Shah is blessing y'all day, man. By His mercies, you aren't consumed. Another day that we're alive in Him and His Son Yahweh Shah. You know, let's just be out there, go out there and showing that love, to one another, man. And I was kind of thinking about this yesterday too, cause you know what, um. Yeah, I was thinking about this yesterday too, and it kind of popped in my mind because I'm trying to reach a level, of course, spiritual maturity, man. Because a lot of times, man, you don't want to, you know, you don't want to assume things. Don't assume things or have preconceived notions on things. Like, judge righteous. Actually, as a matter of fact, that's kind of tying into something else, but. Yeah, man, because I'm trying to reach a level of spiritual maturity because I was in the laundromat the other day, yesterday, and I was just thinking about how man, listen, and you can't become like, you don't want to underestimate, because you know what it is too. I was watching, like, I was this is the thing too, because two things can be true, because it's a balance to it, right? Because I was watching a while back, no, I was just watching a video on the Bow. I think it was not the Vile Eye channel. It's like a guy that he does psychology, and he goes into psyche and psychology of villains, or like pretty much we're saying TV and movies, things of that nature. But I don't know. I was watching I don't think it was on that channel though, but I was thinking I was watching a video about The Wire, about Stringer, the character Stringer Bell, played by Idris Elba, and one of the comments said, one of the I think it was Edomite or whatever. He said, listen, his father told him, listen, never want to be the smartest in the room, because then you start to underestimate people. You start to you can get sloppy, you can undermine, you can get he said, "Listen, your ego can increase, things of that nature. Like your ego can increase and things of that nature, but you start to underestimate people and like things of that nature. And that's partially true. But that's where like humility comes in, because there's many of our forefathers, many of these prophets were like like the smartest and the wisest, because one, their wisdom came from the Most High. Yahushua, that wisdom came from through the Spirit, but also too they moved in humility. So like let's get this in Sirach chapter 20 real quick, man, because you can be that like the smartest person in the room, but still you be humble, man, because like honestly, man, that's why I know I'm staying Sirach for a little bit. Let's get that Ecclesiasticus chapter 20 and verse 5. It says, there is one that keepeth silence and is found wise, and another by much babbling is become hateful. Okay, that's not. Yeah, okay, there, yeah. Kind of knowing the time and season when to speak, not to speak, But here's the point. Here's 2:6. Here's the one I wanted. It says, some man holdeth his tongue because he had not the answer, and some keepeth silence knowing his time. He has no one's time to speak. Pretty much like because I did a bounce act too. I did the what's called video about that too. Because a lot of times like it says even a fool is better than that keeping silence is better than one that Because all the times like just because like somebody's like like quiet as well too doesn't mean like they're very like the smartest in the room as well. It's maybe because they don't know, they don't say nothing, like because don't the scriptures say, listen, even a fool keeping silence, he's found wise. But anyway, I think it says it in this chapter. I'm not sure, but yeah, going back to the verse up top, man, that's just going into someone that's kind of like a know-it-all, like just like that's just going to a guy that thinks he's just pretty much smartest one in the room. But anyway, I don't want to get into that too much. But yeah, man, I'm reading this again. It says, some holdeth his tongue because he had not the answer, and some keepeth silence knowing his time. So yeah, man. It says, verse 7, here's the point. A wise man hold his tongue until he see opportunity, but a babbler and the fool will not regard the time. So yeah, man, that's pretty much going into that, man. But always going to like being like the smartest one in the room, and or a lot of times there's because I was talking about this with my mom a few months ago. Like, listen, you don't want to be that, man, because if you're the smartest one in your circle, man, you might want to change that, man, because let me get this too. And Ecclesiasticus also in Sirach chapter 21 verse 15. If a skillful man hear wise word, he will command it and add unto it. But as soon as no one understandeth heareth it, he it pleases him, he casts it behind his back. So yeah, man, a skillful man, listen, he's gonna add to his learning. He's gonna want to learn more, man. That's why I kind of, even in life, man, I ask the Most High this, even like in wisdom, even in other things, even in life. Of course, His Word first and foremost, in His Word, but also too in just my life, implying it as well, man. So that's what it is, man. You want to increase your learning, man. Like, be people that's like, smarter than you, people that you want to learn from even more, increase your learning. Honestly, there's a lot of things I still want to learn about, like, stuff I want to learn new every day, man. I learn something new every day, honestly, man. Like, because when you realize like everything spiritual, looking at it for the Most High, every aspect of your life, man, or something spiritual, or like not getting too deep, or just the deeper meaning of things in life, man. Your things will inherently grow. But I just want to say too. But you still, man, you don't want to underestimate. Back to our point, though, you don't want to underestimate people, man. I say it to say, man, because I had this little testimony, man. I was in the buffet with a brother, was it last year or so ago, and when I was in the buffet with one of my brothers, man, I overheard some, I think they was Christians or whatever, talking about the book of Daniel, and I said to myself, but then I said to my brother when he came over, I was missing. I was kind of prideful and arrogant in that. It was really kind of wrong. I was like, man, yeah, they over there talking about Daniel. I forgot what in Daniel they were talking about, but I think like the end times in Daniel, like the that I was like, man, I was like, yo, bro. I was like, listen, bro, they over there talking about they probably don't know what they talking about. I was like, now spiritually maturing, man, you can't do that, man. Shout out to brother Assembly Firstborn, man. No, you gotta really like come correct. You can't like underestimate anybody, man, because a lot of times, I was just thinking about this too on my way home from the laundromat yesterday too, because a lot of times, man, our brothers and sisters, like the brothers per se, or brothers and sisters per se, like our people that's in Christianity or in Jehovah's Witnesses, they know the word as well too. Like they might not, like they might have had the full understanding, like just as me, I don't know everything. That's why I asked the Most High how should I increase my learning. But they might have full understanding, but they still study the word. It's not the fact that we look at them and they're like oh man, they're in Christianity, they like being lied to, stuff like that. Or they're just under I was there at one point, so like they're just that where most of the time I was at, and y'all brothers and sisters was probably at during the time, or whatever, or as in the aspect of the realm of a belief system that's centered around the Bible, pretty much. But I say that to say too, because yeah, man, because a lot of that too, they're just in that. We pray that the Most High Yahshua takes them out of that, and they wake up to the understanding, the understanding, of Him, like things of that nature. But also too, man, this is yeah, man, it's a lot, because I know a lot of not a lot, but I know a few. I met a few brothers and sisters in Christianity or Jehovah's Witnesses or something like that. They actually study the word. They know it, so you can't you can't assume things, pretty much, man, because you don't want to do that, man. So that's can't have because yeah, this can't underestimate anybody, man. Can't do that at all, because let's get this Ecclesiastes chapter 11. 11. It says, blame not before thou hast, because this is going to examination, judging matters. But this is also going to that to not having preconceived notions or things. And blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first, then rebuke. Answer before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt the man in the midst of their talk. So yeah, man, that's going into as well, because like Styles P said in an interview, man, and also too, like one of the OGs I was working with last year said, at my old job, he's like, listen, man, I played the dummy, man, because you do have the advantage. When people don't think don't know something, man, you do got the advantage, man. Because he's like, listen, most of the stuff they do around here, I can do that, but I just don't say nothing, man. But I just play the dummy. That's really a jewel in life, man. Don't overplay your hand, honestly. Don't, man, because examine matters, man. Don't blame or understanding matters. Then you respond, pretty much, man. Don't. That's why in Proverbs he even says, listen, don't be so quick to go to court, because just what somebody do, what do you do if somebody proves you wrong? Actually, no, let me grab that, man. So yeah, man, we can't, because gotta reach a level of spiritual maturity. Just don't assume things. It was so, but by the time, because that's why when I ran into that brother, I'm not sure if you know, told you that. I think I did told it to you. Just brother was good though. Had a good spirit on him. Was very kind, cool. But he was going to a whole. But I understood why he was saying what he was saying, teaching what he was teaching. He was in. I think he was brother in Christianity. He was going to how there's a masculine God and a feminine God. Just pretty much what's going on with the what was being pushed on now with the people, on the left hand side with this mother goddess worship and the transgender god worship, going back to Kemetic Babylonian mystery school system, which goes back honestly to teachings with this kind of the world, but which goes back to the Kemetic Babylonian mystery school system and the mother goddess worship, and now the transgender god worship, because they did that too in ancient world too. And that's why you get all the they, them, he, them things of that nature, because he used Genesis 1, the brother used Genesis 1:26 to go into because he created what Most High said. No, he in Genesis 1:26 he created. No, let me just get it. Pretty much, let me just look at it. I'm not gonna read it, but because I don't want to paraphrase it wrong. But in Genesis 1:26 with the it says in Genesis chapter 1, I'll read it. Genesis 1 chapter 27, I'm sorry, not 26. So Yahweh created man in his own image, in the image of Yahweh he created him, and male and female he created them. So he was going to the fact that what those pronouns they use nowadays, which goes back to the to transgender got happy, and even all these guys in the ancient world they would but I don't understand why he was saying what he was saying, so I couldn't really even blame him. So he's pretty much saying there's a masculine guy and there's a feminine guy because of that, pretty much. And how I was trying, and even I told him I kind of understood the point he was trying to make, but I told him listen, listen, the wisdom in there, wisdom in the scripture is akin to a woman, pretty much. It's it's akin to a woman. That's what it is, but it's not really that. It's not a different God. No, that's not that, because that's why I actually no. It's crazy I mentioned that, because not to get too sidetracked. That's why I read Galatians 4:26. That's why Israel's like the mother. She nurtures, she cares. That's what it is, and that's what wisdom does. That's why the milk, things of that nature. Being breastfed, being the milk, man. That's why Yahushua, the disciples laid on him, man, because that was getting the milk of the word, pretty much, man. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But I understand why, because see, I say that to say, because usually when you that's why that Sirach is so important, because when you hear somebody talk, pretty much first couple 5 to 10 minutes, you can kind of see sometimes if you judge them by the spirit, things of that nature, you hear somebody's doctrine or what they're going, you kind of understand where they stand or what belief they have. It's okay, once he started talking, it's okay, I know. I said it to say, because okay, I kind of see where he's kind of going with this. That's what I say. But you don't want to underestimate anybody, man, because let's hit that Proverbs, man. Don't be too quick. Yeah, man. Don't be too quick. That's why I got exam matters, man. No, that's why you can't be too quick to assume to certain things, man. That's why it says, listen, man, don't be too quick to let me grab this. Go to court or accuse people of matters without, because what if they prove you wrong? But anyway, where's it at? Just case in point, like Susanna, pretty much. But as a matter of fact, let me grab that and I can't find it. I'm looking at the Good News translation. I'm gonna find it in Susanna though, because I can't find it in Good News, but I'm gonna find it in Susanna. I know I can find it there. Is that Proverbs 22:14? No. Okay. All right, cool. Let's go Proverbs. Is it 22? Let's go Proverbs. That's not it. No, that's not it. What's that? Hold on, y'all. But I'm here. It's Proverbs 25 in the Good News Translation. Proverbs 25 in verse 8. It says, "Don't be too quick to go to court about something you have seen. If a other witness later proves you wrong, then what will you do then?" So yeah, man, that's what it is. Don't be too hasty. Be too or assume things as well. Don't have preconceived notions as well. Of course, I mean, don't get it wrong. We're human. We're gonna have that sometimes. That's how the mind thinks associatively. But but still, yeah, I'd speak as a man on that point because that happens sometimes. But we can remember what Yahushua said: judge righteous judgment, judge not according to their appearance, man. Because that's why I always say, man. Like, listen, that's why going into whatever fraction of belief you're in, because here got certain people that say like the fringe police, they'll based off of that, or like what type of garment you have on, or even I see this. It happens many times in different belief systems, or in the Christian church, the pastor got the fly suit or something like that, or things of that nature. But there's a brother he's in the back of the pulpit or in the middle of the church, things of that nature. But he's more spiritually devoted. He has more understanding. He's just regular brother with a button up polo T-shirt, and jeans and that nature, man. But he does what the Most High commands, and in his way, and to his understanding. I say it because in the Christian church, but he's very faithful. He's very devoted. He's things of that nature. Or in here, a lot of times you got people that do that. Oh yeah, where's your fringes at, brother, or this and that. It's but meanwhile, man, like shout out to brother Kwame Call. He even says listen, man, you could always he made this example. You could line three men up. One brother could have can have a mitre on, or a turban, or the bands, all the what you call them, the garment on down to the foot, the fringes, things of that nature. But on the other hand, on the left, on the other on the other end, you got the pastor with the longest robe and things of that nature and all that stuff. But the brother in the middle just got a sports jersey on, or a graphic T-shirt, and he's the most spiritual one out of all of them, man. So that's why you can't assume or judge by appearance. So that's is what it is. And I'm not saying too for brothers, because I met some good brothers in this walk that do wear the garments and things, and they're not saying every brother that every person or that has is evil and wrong, like Matthew 23 says. But a lot of times that's the case. That's what Yahushua said. A lot of times that can be the case, not for that example, but I'm saying it is what it is. Or even for that, even even like a Christian pastor or whatever. But that's too on the point. But my point is, man, don't just assume things, man. Just can't be assumed things, or have biases. Have bias when it comes to this, man. Because just because it is what it is. You gotta judge. You gotta judge people. You gotta judge off what the word says. Is it good? Is it what they're saying line up with the word say, man? Even for me, man. Even y'all brothers and sisters that watch me say, hey, man. That's why listen, y'all brothers and sisters, or anybody well, brothers pretty much per se, because I'm really or or sisters, of course, disagree, or just don't understand. Hell, let me know. It's all love here, because actually, shoot, me and the brother kind of no, we ain't really getting a disagreement, but we kind of had a little conversation about Abimelech in Genesis 20 the other day in the Discord. That man, we just gotta get some good understanding out of that, because that's what it's for. It's for, because what it is too. Here's the thing. It's the spirit behind it, because we can't study. I can what you going. I say it for myself as well, because that spirit can come on me sometimes. Not as much now, but still can come on me a lot of times. I gotta fight that. It can come up every now and then, but you gotta cast that down. The spirit of Philippians said, studying for strife and contention, things of that nature, or because a lot of times that's all I'm doing at debate and stuff. It's not rap battle, man. It's no, man. It's our souls, it's our lives on the line, man. And also too, man, it's for edification, man. Rather than not in a contentious or even a malicious way. We really gotta ask somebody, even if y'all disagree with this, because that's why love covers all, man. The love, 1 Corinthians 13 says, listen, I don't have charity, I don't have nothing. That's the love. That's the ultimate part about it. Because what it is too, we can't esteem ourselves. We don't want to. We just can't just want to be right, pretty much, per se. Say if somebody disagree with somebody disagrees with me, praise be the Most High Yahushua. If they agree with me, praise be the Most High Yahushua, man. Because it's about them getting to this team. It's not about me getting to this team. It's not at all, man. That's why, even if another brother, or somebody else in this walk, in the faith, in the knowledge disagree with me, that's fine. Or even like, if I'm talking to a Christian or Jehovah's Witness, or per se, or even sometimes I'm talking to my dad. That's why I don't even like things that he says. I disagree with, but I'm not just going to go back. I mean, unless it's something like a blasphemy that he's saying, then I must respond to that. But if he's saying something that I don't agree with, hey, just okay, let it be. That's what like Amos 4:13 says. Listen, you gotta think that's whatever the Most High wants them to think. That's them until the Most High shall wake them up, or make them see another way. Hey, that's what everybody's in their lot, man. So because it's not about us being right and getting the esteem, man. Because that's why all the debate and stuff, like, this is time to, like Jude 1:3 says, this time sees everything. It's time to defend the gospel. But it's like when you constantly debate, it's not to go into anybody particular, because I'm noticing this in the spiritual sphere per se, man. Because got one side, like, brothers in knowledge, like, got just they just like can try to debate, like, Christians. Then you got Christians on the other hand, or other denominations that just study to debate brothers in knowledge, Israelites per se, pretty much per se, and it's both sides of the coin, man. But rather than like come to the conclusion, okay, like not even malicious, not even like with a guile or deceitful or what's the word I'm looking for, or what's the word I'm looking for, or in a contentious or or a pompous type of way. Like, no, really ask them, okay, well, how did you come to that conclusion? Like, how did you, come to that conclusion? How did you get that from that? And be sincere about it, rather than, kind of trying to line them up, kind of tempting them, like, how you trying to get somebody caught up in their own words, like the Pharisees would do. How shot, like, because that's when I was talking to them, brother. I was like, okay, I kind of understood, like, the brother I was talking to, that they did the whole he, they, them, or there's a masculine God and there's a feminine God, things of that nature. I understood why he was getting at what he was getting at, because it was being pushed now. And I was talking with this, but another bro, I kind of saw they would do that to the scriptures, like, oh, it's they, them, they would look at that verse and put that. So I understood that. I was like, okay, cool, like, yeah, man, that's why the Isaiah, let's get that Isaiah 1:18. That's so, it's so key. Yeah, man, because it's like that Colossians 1:18. He gets a preeminence, man. It's not about me being right. It's all good, because, man, listen, I'm not right about everything, honestly, man. Because, what it is, too, this is a little sidebar, too. It's like, because people, like, see people in the scriptures sometimes, which can be true, because some people do think that, like, oh, man, you're just holier than thou, or you're just an know-it-all. No, honestly, shout out to Brother Chronicles Judah. A lot of times it's the opposite, man. That's why you in the word, like, because, like, you don't know everything, man. You need a God to your life, man. Like, your house, the Most High Yahushua, they are that God to your life, man. What to do and what not to do, man. Honestly, man. So, shoot, they are life, honestly. Well, yeah, let me get this Isaiah 1:18. It says, Come now, let us reason together, said the Lord. Though your sins be as scarlet, they shall be as white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. So, yeah, it's about reasoning together, man. So, it is what it is, man. That's what the point is. Yeah, man, spiritual maturity. Don't assume things, man. You can't assume things, man, because, yeah, man. Yeah, man, that's what it's good to master it, like, even life. That's all it is too. Shout out to Brother Chronicles of Judah, man. Like, shout out to him too, man, because it is, and this is advice that I have for a lot of y'all out there, man, our brothers and sisters out there, man. Try to be well versed in different things, man. Honestly, you'll go far places, man. Like, just just randomly just do research, man. One of my students last year, I was really like, I was like really astonished by that, man. I was really proud of her that, because she was a little Asian. Was she Asian? Yeah, like kind of Filipino. She might have been Filipino or Asian, but she said, yeah, like, I was like, what do you like doing for your time? Because I would ask a lot of my students that. A lot of them would just do the whole same, which is why the youth is kind of where it's at. TikTok and Roblox and in the house on the iPad and TV and things of that nature, not involved in anything. But she said like this. She said, "Listen, all this like doing research, like on history and stuff like that." I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Wow, okay." Like things like that, man. Just do research on different things. Get I gotta start reading more, dealing because even Revelation because the brother Chronicles of Judah did a video about this a while back. He mentioned in videos it was about a bookstore that opened up in the Bronx, man, and that was great, man. It was a good video too, and that's great, man. More things need to happen like that. But he even said in the video, man, it's like that Revelation 1 and 3. Of course, it goes into blessed he that readeth, of course, the scriptures, man, because that lines up with that Sirach 39, like meditating in Joshua day and night, and having it in your mind and in your heart and the word in you. But also too, man, even reading secular books, man. Blessed you being reading, reading encyclopedias or things or different books. Because I got different sports books, there are different history books, different encyclopedias. I was reading my animal encyclopedia the other day. I got to start reading that more. I'm reading The Art of War now. There's a lot of stuff that I had to actually start reading more, man. Because blessed you read, because you'll grow in stuff like that. It'll take you a lot of places, being well versed in different things, man. That's not knowing. Just being kind of just one dimensional, man. You want to be multifaceted, man. Because I need to even do that more, actually, because it's going to take you a far place. Let me actually grab that in Proverbs real quick, though. Proverbs chapter 2 and verse 29. Because you don't think Solomon was well versed in different things, man. Honestly, a lot of our forefathers was, man. Solomon, Sirach, Joseph, things of that nature. They was well versed in other things as well, man. Probably Moses and all of them, man, was probably well versed in different things, man. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 19. It says, "Seest thou a man diligent in his business, he shall stand before kings, and shall not stand before mean men." So that goes to average men. So yeah, man. Also too is going to the Lord's business, man. It's going to that because what you call him. House shouts about his Lord's business, man. It was like the world following him or Solomon about the Lord's business. Like that Romans 12 and 11. When you get that too, honestly, man, because that just kind of ties into that too, man. Because let me say this too, man. Because sometimes it's a balance. Because I don't want to because they're going back to what I'm talking about assumptions, things of that nature. Because a lot of times we might see brothers and certain brothers and sisters in the faith, whether it be a camp or congregation, they may be on TV per se, and a lot of times what I do hear, which I hear about, I really don't say nothing. I just mind my own business, like Thessalonians says. But Thessalonians 4:11 says, "Study to be quiet, mind your own business." Pretty much around by way, but we might see that different brother on a or a camp or congregation or they don't have to be a camp congregation. They might be on TV per se, bringing the word out, things of that nature. And a lot of times we come to that assumption that they're just an agent, they're this and that. No, it says that for a reason. It says it for a reason a lot of times too, because they just might be the Most High might be them that level. They can bring the word on a higher platform. I don't mean something like that. Now a lot of times too, with certain information being being proven, that is the case. They are that, but that's not always a thing as well too. So that's why I just talking about assumptions. But but going back to my point, man. Yeah, man, it's good to be well versed in different things, man, because it'll take you far in a lot of places, man. Because I'm still trying to be well versed in different things, man. But "See thou a man diligent in his business, he shall not stand before he shall stand before kings, and he shall not stand before mean men." So anyway, man, hopefully that was edifying, man. Yeah, man. So what you call 'em? Yeah, let's hopefully all y'all have a good day. The Most High house, God blesses y'all day. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. So anyway, yeah, man, let's go out there. Let's increase our faith. Let's give the Most High house the praises, man. Let's live the war, man. Let's get better than we were yesterday, man. The Lord willing, He just lets us see another day, another minute, another second, things of that nature, man. So all His mercies we aren't consumed, man. So it is what it is. All right, peace.